Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 47 of the Cleveland Indians franchise here in MLB The Show 21 for the PlayStation 5, and today we had Game 5 of the ALCS, just Game 5 because the Astros currently lead the series 3-1, and if they win here today, they have punched their ticket to the World Series. So Indians, they have their backs against the wall, they are at home here, but must win 3 straight against Houston. You know how you win 3 straight against Houston? You win the very next game. Now here's a look at the series so far. Cleveland won the first one in dominant fashion, while Astros have bounced back in the next 3. So we'll see what happens here in Game 5. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. We're only 7 subscribers away from 500. That would be awesome to hit. Logan Allen will take the mound for Cleveland, making his second postseason start. We've seen him in relief the past couple appearances, but he did make a start against New York in the ALDS. But he will start off here against Michael Brantley, who on an 0-2 pitch will fly out to left. And we'll take a look at Houston's lineup. Now, it is a lefty on the mound, so Houston does have a slight change to their lineup. It has no Garrett Stubbs at catcher. Instead, Martin Maldonado will be making his first appearance in the postseason. This Astros squad hitting .257 so far during this stretch. They're going to look to continue that trend if they want to win this game. Next batter will hit a liner over to Naylor. That is Miles Straw for out number 2. And the lefty Yordan Alvarez, a 1-0 fastball is popped up behind home plate. And the Astros go down 1-2-3. On the mound for the Astros will be Framber Valdez, who will take the mound. The lefty pitcher was the guy who lost Game 1 for the Astros in that 10-0 beatdown, so very interesting call to throw him back on the mound. Ahmed Rosario will lead off for Cleveland. He will go down swinging on his first at-bat. Nice curveball in the dirt, records out number 1. Harold Ramirez up next, batting in the second spot today, considering he's had a pretty solid postseason. He will fly out to right, and we'll take a look at this Indians lineup that has been readjusted a little bit. Rosario was first, Ramirez is second. Then we will see Eddie Rosario, who is still hitless this series, by the way. DH is Francisco Reyes. Roberto Perez batting 5th. Bradley Zimmer back in the lineup after a back injury kept him out for earlier in the series. Followed by Naylor at 7 today, Luplo at 8, and Jimenez at 9. Here is Eddie Rosario, who up next 1-2 pitch takes a sinker right into the shift, and Cleveland also goes down 1-2-3. Top 2, Jose Altuve at the dish. And the Houston Astros will go down 1-2-3 again, so no hits recorded so far today. And in the bottom of the second, we see Bradley Zimmer taking his first appearance in quite a little bit. He has a .421 average this postseason, and it's just going to go up here as he takes a changeup into left center. Our very first hit of the ball game by either squads is a 2-out double. Welcome back, Zimmer. Next up, Josh Naylor hitting in the 7th spot today. He takes an 0-1 fastball right up the middle for a base hit. Zimmer is actually going to be slow rounding third, but he will make it to home, considering the throw is offline. And Cleveland strikes first up 1-0. Jordan Luplo up next, gets a curveball, sits on it, but hits it deep to right center where it will be caught by the speedy Straw, but the Cleveland does get 1. Top 3 now, Yuli leads off for the Astros, one of the best hitters in the ALCS for Houston. He gets a leadoff single into left. That brings up Kyle Tucker now, 2-2 to Tucker. And he lines this one right over to Naylor, who catches it and tags Gurriel. Double play by Josh Naylor. And here comes Martin Maldonado, making his first plate appearance of the postseason. First pitch to Maldonado. He's not going to waste any time. He's going to chop it over to Naylor, who fields it, who gets all 3 outs by himself. To the bottom of the third we go. Harold Ramirez here at the plate. Gets a nice curveball to hit. However, he flies out to center. So nothing in the third for Cleveland, still 1-0. Top 4, Allen, 1-2-3. Gets Yordan Alvarez to swing and miss. So dominant performance early here by the lefty. Bottom 4, Francisco Reyes at the plate gets plunked on a full count pitch, so would have took his base either way. That's a 1-out walk, brings up Roberto Perez, who gets a nice sinker to hit, drills it to the right center gap, but is actually going to be caught out there by Straw. Reyes thought that one was going to touch down, so he's easily doubled up. And that's how the 4th inning ends. Let's go to top 5. Pitchers duel setting in here. It's a 3-1 count, though, to Bregman, who lines this one into left center just over the glove of Jimenez. So that's a leadoff single for Houston. Carlos Correa up next gets a high fastball, drills it to left, but the wind is blowing into the ballpark today. And as a fly outs and out number 1. That brings up former MVP Jose Altuve. 2-2, swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. Very unhappy with himself. Third strikeout of the day for Allen, so it's up to Yuli. With a full count pitch, and he pops it up. Allen goes 5 scoreless innings here, and that is how his day will end. Bottom 5, though, Cleveland's offense still struggling to get hits consistently, as here's a Luplow 2-out single into center. And that brings up Andres Jimenez, who on a 1-0 pitch will get jammed on a curveball and fly out to Correa. In the 6th inning, Allen actually continues his day, and he starts it off with a walk with 2 outs to Michael Brantley. So he puts a base runner on. And Miles Straw up next, grounds over to second. He is going to be thrown out at first, and Allen does go 6 strong innings, not 5. Bottom 6 now, 2 outs for Eddie Rosario. 0 for 17 this series. That is horrible, as his average is now underneath 200, and he's going to make it 0 for 18. He ends the 6th inning with a ground out. So in the 7th, Nick Whitgren will come out of the pen. We just need 3 more innings, and we turn it over to our bullpen, who's pitched pretty good so far this postseason. First batter he faces is Yordan Alvarez, who on an 0-2 pitch grounds this one to the left side of the infield. Luplow with a nice effort, but Alvarez will get to first as he just bats down the ball. Brings up Alex Bregman, 1-2 pitch to Alex Bregman, and he takes a fastball and drills it to left field. This one is out of here, and Houston has the lead. A 2-run shot for number 2, his second of the postseason, 375, and Whitgren gives up a huge home run, as that gives the Astros the lead here in the 7th, 2-1. Carlos Correa is up next, still nobody outs, and Whitgren walks Correa as he takes first base. Altuve up next, first pitch swinging, and Correa is actually going to steal second as Perez cannot throw him out at time. Next pitch to Altuve, he lines this one right over to Jimenez, so that'll be out number 1, and that'll do it for Whitgren. Phil Maton will come in relief as he tries to get us out of this inning and strand the runner on second. 1 out to Yuli Gurriel, and he gets a 1-1 pitch, and he dribbles it over to first. Naylor has it, but Correa will move up to third. That's going to bring up the right fielder Kyle Tucker up next. 0-2 pitch to Tucker, and he drops one over to the third baseman Luplow. Throws him out at first, but Houston has taken the lead. Cleveland has 3 more chances. 1 out here in the 7th. Roberto Perez at the plate will draw a walk, so that'll bring up Bradley Zimmer again. And before we get there, Dusty Baker is going to come out and pull the plug on Valdez, who goes 6 1/3, and turn it over to the righty Austin Pruitt, who has not looked so good so far this postseason. He's going to be asked to strand the runner on first. Bradley Zimmer at the plate here. First pitch he sees from Pruitt is a hanging curveball, but he can only just fly out to left. That's out number 2. That brings up the next batter, Josh Naylor. First pitch swinging as well. He hits this one right over to first. Gurriel knocks it down, tries to field it, but can't throw him out at first. Nice effort play, but Naylor reaches first. Luplow up next. 0-2 to Luplow. He swings and misses on a changeup. We in 7. Houston still up 2-1. Top 8 we go. We bring in the lefty Oliver Perez out of the bullpen, who did not have a good inning of relief in his last effort. First batter he sees will be Martin Maldonado, who chops it right back to him. Has some time, throws to first. That'll be out number 1, and we'll take it to the top of the order again. Michael Brantley now, 0-2 to Brantley. Swings and misses through the slider. So Perez sets down the first 2. That brings up Miles Straw, 0-2, who flies it to deep right center. Zimmer will get there, so that'll be out number 3. Bottom 8 we go. Pedro Baez comes in, making his 5th appearance. We've seen a lot of Baez so far this postseason. He will be asked to set it up for the 9th inning. Start off against Jimenez, who gets a full count fastball up high, cannot connect, blows the 94 by him. And then he blows a 95 by Rosario. So back-to-back strikeouts for Baez. Brings up Harold Ramirez, and he chops it down the line to third, where it's fielded and thrown over. So Cleveland's going to have 1 more inning. If Houston wants an insurance run, they're going to have to get it off Jordan Hicks, who's pitched dominant through 4 1/3 innings so far this postseason. Ian comes in with 1 out to Alex Bregman, who went yard in his last at-bat, but chases a pitch here in the dirt. That's out number 2. And then Carlos Correa up next. Full count to Correa. He swings and misses through a sinker, so Hicks has a dominant 9th inning. But now we have to get a run off of the dominant ninth inning man for Houston. 5 for 5 in the postseason, and we are 3 outs away from our season being over. It'll be Eddie Rosario starting us off, who is hitless in this series. Average dropped all the way down to 194. Full count pitch to Rosario, gets a fastball, but pops it up to center. 0 for 19 Rosario so far this series. Next batter up, Franmil Reyes. 1-1 to Reyes. Gets a nice curveball. Drills it to deep straightaway center. But Miles Straw puts it away just shy of the track. I thought that one was going to be out of here. Instead, it's out number 2. And it's all up to the catcher, Roberto Perez, who is 0 for 2 on the day and 2 for 17 in this series. 2-2 pitch to Perez. High inside fastball is swung through and missed, and Houston has punched their ticket to the World Series. They beat Cleveland by a final score of 2-1 and have ended the series in 5 games. And the Astros will get another chance to go against the Dodgers in a World Series rematch from 2017. Congrats to the Houston Astros. They are your American League champions. They have won the pennant and will be moving on to face the LA Dodgers. And like I just said, this is a rematch of the 2017 series where the Astros won in 7 games. And if you remember that series, that was the one the Houston Astros won during their sign-stealing scandal. So, going to be a very interesting series nonetheless, as Astros and Dodgers, 2 teams that are not very liked. But more importantly, our series is over. We have been eliminated by the Houston Astros, in 5 games in the ALCS. So while our Cinderella run comes to an end, I honestly didn't think we'd get this far. We made it all the way to the ALCS here in year number 1 of the franchise, and year 1 comes to a close. Now, this is a pivotal moment for me, is because we've made it through 1 series, and this season concludes. And it took us a while to get through it, I'm not going to lie. It took me about 6-7 months since we started this series. Now, I know I did take a break early on for about a month, so I did lose time there. And now MLB The Show 22 is going to be coming out in about 3 to 5 months. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get another series in 3 to 5 months. So I really want your guys' input here. Do you want to see another series of the Cleveland Indians franchise? Do you want a shot at redemption? Because I really don't. I'm on the fence, and I want you guys' opinions. So please leave your opinions in the comments. Do you want this series to continue? As well as give me your World Series predictions. Who do you think is going to win between the Astros and the Dodgers? I'm going to say the Dodgers in 6 games, and we'll take a look at that World Series next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry that we could not make it to the Fall Classic. We'll have to see what happens in this series. Not only the World Series, but in the future. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.